I thought I'd shoot a quick video talking about my preferred cartridge setup. So when I say 99% of my tattoos, I use a cartridge setup. I feel like at this point, running a steel driver, I don't sacrifice performance at all with cartridges. And I talked to a lot of people about what I prefer for a setup, and I thought I'd just go through it real quickly in a video. So my go-to setup is a solid stainless steel grip. I like the weight of it. I like that I don't have to squeeze it tightly. Many carpal tunnel symptoms come from having to squeeze something tightly or having your hands in an uncomfortable position. This weight of the grip balances perfectly with the machine, and it really just rests in my hand. I don't have to squeeze, and because it absorbs vibration and it gives mass for this machine to push against, I don't have to do a lot of that work. So that's fantastic with this grip. The reason I prefer a solid steel grip is because I've tried the click grips, I've tried the adjustable depth grips, and over time they wear out, they get looser. And if you're cleaning that properly, you're taking every single piece apart and cleaning them individually. And when you put them back together, sometimes they don't go together 100% correctly. Sometimes there's misalignment and it affects the way the machine runs. So just in order to get the consistency and eliminate the variables in my setup, I use a solid steel grip. I wrap the machine and I put a finger cot over the thumb screw just for protect the surfaces as I adjust the depth, and I can do that easily and quickly that way. With cartridges, I opt for a band style over a membrane style because band style cartridges typically have lower tension. Tension is the resistance that this takes to push it out. And if it's harder to push out, then it's just killing the performance of your machine. So if you don't know what the difference between a band style and a membrane is, this is a band style. This has a little O-ring, little rubber band in there that keeps that pulls the needles back from the tips. This has a membrane style. And the membrane typically has higher tension, so it will kill performance on your machine. The main selling point of a membrane style is it's intended to keep contaminants from flowing back from the inkwell up the shaft of the machine and contaminating the machine. But it doesn't really do that at all if you're switching cartridges through the tattoo. The biggest contaminant of the grip or machine is taking these cartridges out, setting them on a dirty work surface, and then all the surface of that cartridge is contaminated, and then you're picking it back up and you're sticking it back into the machine. So contaminating everything up the shaft and everything else, which is why pen machines are so dirty, because 98% of those can't be opened up and cleaned up the shaft where the push rod goes. So anytime you switch cartridges in a tattoo, you're adding to that slurry of biohazardous material inside the machine, and every cartridge that comes out is contaminated by that slurry from all your previous clients. There's a misconception that a stainless steel grip needs to be sterilized, and that's not correct. According to the CDC guidelines for disinfection and sterilization, this is a non-critical item. If this were a steel tube for a needle bar setup, it would be a critical item because it would have direct contact with what is penetrating the skin. But what does have direct contact with what is penetrating the skin is the cartridge. The cartridge it comes sterile and it's disposable. You put it in your sharp spin after you're done using it. For a non-critical item like the grip, I wrap mine with clipcord sleeving, and then I'll wrap it for comfort with a paper towel and Coban after that. That doesn't keep it clean. That just prevents more contaminants from getting on it. It is still dirty. So when you break this down, you're still going to have to clean it. And a high-level disinfectant is what is recommended by the guidelines of the CDC. and a high-level disinfectant would be Cavi wipes, Cavicide, Maticide, and follow the directions because each one of these has different directions. The Cavi wipes will kill what it's supposed to kill in 3 minutes, so the surface has to be visibly wet for 3 minutes, and Maticide is 5 minutes. And just check yours because there's different kinds of these as well. So if you have to reapply with those wipes to keep it visibly wet, then that's recommended. I like to have cotton swabs around so I can push the wipes through and get every inch of this and push the cleaner up through here. You take your plunger, you take all of this apart. This is a ultra dense material here. This is non-porous on the rib rod, so you can clean this, clean every bit of it. Wipe the push rod down and then wipe your machine down. Just like anything else, you want to make sure your tools are clean. So hopefully I answered some questions, hopefully cleared some things up and gave some helpful information. So yeah, if you have any questions, you can message me. If any comments, please leave a comment, and thanks.